got so many free looks in front of the net. I think even Furia getting in their own heads on the play a little bit, pulling off some miscoms, all three players getting caught in the same area sometimes.
Yep.
So as we head to Aquadome, we'll see what adjustments Furia make, or if G2 will start things off on the right wheel again. Kyle underneath on the 50, gonna get things started for Furia.
Chicago to JNAPS again, the passes. They use the passes every single time. I mean, it doesn't matter if they're attacking, getting the clear, any single time. And that's the difference between them and K-Corp. K-Corp would get the pass and then throw it back to the net. These guys, they can make 2, 3, 4 passes. It doesn't matter. I mean, they have time to waste.
And it makes them so dangerous too, because as soon as they know that Furia are expecting to pass, the demo comes in with save from Chicago. Then they can just boom it away, catch you out over-rotating because you're expecting a passing play. Furia already having to withstand the counterattack. Just turned into map pressure for G2. Chicago in front. The shot goes in. Atomic bullies his way in.
And they had defenders. Furia had defenders on that play. It's just Atomic. He's just so good. He knows how to position. You were talking about it yesterday, how you can create pressure with only positioning your card in a certain way, and that's exactly what Atomic did in that play.
Make your card big enough. Nobody's gonna stop you from getting in the net. Here's JNAPS again. Didn't quite get what he wanted, but he was looking for Chicago the whole way. The first minute belongs to G2.
JNAPS with the shot. I don't know what happened over there. I mean, Card, he went out. Maybe he was expecting Janks to get that ball, and then he was trying to, you know, get into early rotation. But nah, man. I mean, when it's these three guys, Atomic, JNAPS, Chicago, you can't just rush things. You have to make sure that your teammates actually get the touch.
You gotta get into the third. You gotta prevent G2 from just JNAPS just walking into your box free. No keys needed. The card looks around. He's gotta let it go. And the shot a little high. Yan in the air, denied. JNAPS in front, and Kyle with the goal. Furious with the lead.
I love how Kyle was waiting for that ball with nothing on the tank. I mean, he didn't have that much, and I mean, I'll still wait here. I mean, whatever. I need to make sure that if the ball is right in front of the net, I have to be there to make it happen. You called it a Mickey goal before, but they weren't there to make it happen. So again, this time they took the chance and it paid off.
Hey, let's get something straight here. Look, Mickey goals are sometimes some of the best goals we'll ever get, all right? It's not necessary. Mickey doesn't mean bad.
Okay, gotcha.
Not always. Card having a retreat immediately. Chicago took control. Dan had to jump from the goal line to get to that ball. And now JNAPS, here he is, free in the third. Almost uncontested. Card drops it down, but it's a free ball for Atomic. Double tap denied by Kyle. Atomic stealing the boost. Chicago getting pumped by Atomic. JNAP's gonna bail him out. Give G2 some time. Furia finally get a 50 for Card. Avoids a bump and is able to get a touch at least. You see Furia, they're really struggling to get back to this ball. Their first touches really aren't the cleanest. They're going right back to G2. They don't have that control, and their boost game has been small pad for a little while there. They finally break out.
Yeah, it's been tough for them to get the clears, but and once they do, G2 seems to be having no problem at getting the clear and getting the ball back to the blue zone. Now it's an open net. Maybe JNAPS can get there. Oh no! He wasn't able to get on time, and Janks nails the second goal for Furia.
What happens on the breakdown here? Atomic tries to get the 50, and JNAPS rotating back. I think he went for the midfield boost. You see him sitting on 0, and it pulled him completely out of the rotation. He's thinking, you know, Atomic's there. He's going to get the 50. I'll have time to get back, but no dice there for Atomic and JNAPS. Furia tied up.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I don't think he was out of position too much. He was expecting his teammates to get, you know, a touch on that ball. Not Janks that had a free goal.
Up high for G2. Back on offense. It does look a little scary sometimes for Furia on defense. The ball gets lobbed above the backboard, and the touches really aren't perfect. Like, it's not clean defense from Furia, but they're somehow able to wiggle their way out of these tough situations. Even there, Yan has to touch the ball away, but Chicago gets the first chance at it. That's been the difficult part for Furia. They're cut off again in midfield.
JNAPS doing his job very, very well in midfield. I gotta say, you know, I always praise Kyle of how good, how smart he is on midfield, but I mean, I had to be honest. I think JNAPS is doing a better job on this series so far.
Oh, in front, Card. Gonna deny the dunk. Yan throws it back out, but it's back to G2. Atomic tried to bump Kyle. No success. Chicago misses the shot. Yan on the breakout. Back to Kyle. On the catch. beyond midfield. Kyle, one more touch, off the board, no shot denied.
Awesome defense by Atomic. Now, JNAP's in Chicago trying to get a hold of that ball, trying to get the pass in the center. Atomic now goes at it alone by himself, and no one was there. I mean, I think I understand why that happened, but at the same time, I wish there was someone there to accompany Atomic a little bit on that play, because he did everything by himself, and then no one was there to get the goal.
Chicago last back as Atomic rotates right back for Chicago's pass. And this time getting in front of the 50. There's much free space for G2. Furia also constantly having to keep their cameras swiveling for G2. They forgot about Yan! Furia take the lead!
How often do you see a 1v3 workout like this? I mean, 1, 2, and, 3 players from G2. No one could do anything against Jax, and now Furia has a chance here. I mean, they have the lead for the first time in the series.
So much defensive duty for Furia. With a big breakout play. Oh no! Whiff! And it's on the whiff board! Chicago ties it up!
How do you go, to this whiff after doing an amazing 1v3 play? I don't get it, Jax. I don't get it.
That's Rocket League.
Oh my god. And the fans love it. The fans love it.
They love it. The G2 champs have been going strong. But Furia, when you thought you finally got ahead, it's immediately ripped away from you. The challenge on the 50, win in the corner. Not exactly in position on that second man. Respecting G2's positioning in that respect, which has been quick. Really difficult to get by. Again, having to get away from the ball. 2 touches, and it just turns into a mess on the rotation when cars just end up bumping into each other. The ball kicks out, and you think that's a dangerous play. But then the player's not ready because he either got bumped or he's trying to read where exactly the play's going. Drop down, saves across the corner. Chicago letting Atomic come in. Picard wins the 50. End of regulation. Pop up, back to JNAP. To Chicago. Shot off. Atomic. No good. Card in the air. He's got to get it on the ground. Overtime.
That save was so clutch. I was ready to call it a game, but no, Card out of nowhere from the back and getting the save. Watch it with Chicago right now. Card again with another save, but Chicago's still there. A little bit too hard, and Atomic was not able to control the ball.
The recovery from Card, he had to land and get the next touch because G2 were waiting, hoping he would just lose control just for a second. Kyle, back on the wall, the pass denied by Chicago, getting up in time. Yan, up high, hoping he can contest Atomic, but he can't. Now Card, flipping back, JNAP around the corner. Kyle there, gotta stay on top of the ball. Chicago lies in wait, lobber in front of the box. More pressure onto the Furia half. Atomic. No play here in the corner just yet for G2. Furia, Yan letting that ball go back to Card. JNAP over Yan. G2 waiting though as Furia. Pass management working for now. Card gets another save. Atomic stealing the boost out and allow G2 to stay in.
And finally they were able to get out, and Furia held on for that whole minute because it was all G2, and now Jax has the chance. Chicago and JNAP's both on the backboard, and Jax still able to get something done. Kyle with the pass, Card, and now the ball still struggling, still very close to the net, but Chicago was able to get the clear.
It's such a risky pass too because your third man was still rotating back. Now the breakaway, shot! It's off the bar! It's saved! Diving back, Chicago shot! Come in from Furia, it's not over, but all at G2, they're rotating back. Card, does he find Yan? Yan, the lead! Oh my gosh!
Well, nailed indeed! How? I mean, I was so sure that it was going to be over. G2 was attacking. Furia somehow kept it alive, and then in the end, Jax from the corner was able to get it on an open net because they were so focused. G2 was so focused in attacking that they couldn't make it back in time to defend that ball.
I mean, that was ridiculous.
Yeah.
That whole play was ridiculous.
Yes.
How much defense were they playing in that OT?
I saw the flag over there. I saw the flag over there.
He's racking it. Oh my gosh. That could have got out of hand so many times. But Furia,
7 saves by Card.
tying it up. Like, it's such a massive difference to be able to block that shot, get the transition. You're talking about being down 0-2 in the series. Probably having to take a timeout, having to really bear down on your mental game. And it's a completely different makeup now with a 1-1 series score, Chamaco.
I gotta take my hat off to King Card right now because
The way he defended, I mean, they all did to be honest, but it's so impressive. If you're G2 right now, you're thinking, should I go for that crossboard to that backboard at any time? Because every time the ball hits the backboard and goes